If you've been telling clients to wait for rates to drop before making a move, I want to challenge that thinking today. Because while everyone is watching the Fed, the biggest data release of the quarter just dropped, and it tells a completely different story about where this market actually stands. Today, we're breaking down 3 fresh data sets from the Federal Housing Finance Agency, the FHFA, and what they mean for your business right now. Before we dive in, if you want to track where rates are moving week to week, go to mymortgagetracker.com. I keep that updated so you always have a current number before a client conversation. Link is in the description. This isn't doom and gloom, this is actually a good news story if you know how to use it. All right, let's get right into it and dive in. Let's start with who's actually buying homes right now. The FHFA's National Mortgage Database, the most complete picture of the mortgage market we have, just released June 2025 origination data. And here's what jumped out. In June alone, lenders originated 408,000 mortgages, totaling $152 billion. Average new loan, $373,000 on a $499,000 property. But here's the number that matters. 40.6% of all new loans went to first-time homebuyers, the highest share we've seen in recent years. Let that sink in. In a market with rates at 6.6%, 4 out of 10 new purchase loans went to first-time buyers. These are not people being forced in. These are motivated, qualified buyers making a decision. And their profile backs it up. Average credit score, 732. Average loan-to-value, 77.1%. Debt to income, 39.6%. This is not 2006. These buyers are not over-leveraged. If you've been slow because you think nobody's buying, these numbers say otherwise. Buyers are in the market. Are you in front of them? Now let's zoom out to the 51.57 million active mortgages on the books as of December 2025. The average borrower has a home worth $540,164. Their average loan balance, $238,152. That's an average equity cushion of $301,411, $300,000 in equity per homeowner on average. The mark-to-market loan-to-value across the entire portfolio is just 44.2%. Homeowners own more than half their home outright, on average. And the interest rate on those existing loans? 4.40% average. Monthly payment averaging $2,005. Here's why this matters for your business. That gap between 4.4% and today's rate is exactly why people aren't moving. They're not struggling. They're locked in. If you want to see exactly where today's rate sits relative to that 4.4% average, and track it week by week, go to mymortgagetracker.com. That gap is the conversation. That's the trigger you're waiting for. But when rates drop, even modestly, the dam breaks. The people with equity move first, move-up buyers, downsizers, cash-out refis. Your job today, stay in front of that homeowner, because when the moment comes, you want to be their first call. A lot of people are asking, with rates this high, aren't we going to see a wave of defaults? Aren't we heading for a crash? Here's what the data says as of December 2025. Total delinquency, 3.40%, lower year over year. Serious delinquency, 0.90%. Foreclosure activity, 0.20%. Forbearance, 0.50%. Historically low across the board. And it makes complete sense when you understand why. When homeowners have an average of $301,000 in equity, they don't walk away. You don't default on a house you own more than half of. The equity cushion is the protection. Strong credit at origination plus massive existing equity equals a system that absorbs higher rates without breaking. This is not 2008. In 2008, people had negative equity and no skin in the game. Today is the opposite. The performance data proves it. When a client says, "I'm worried about buying into a bubble," you now have the data to have that conversation with confidence. I want to spend a minute on something that came out alongside this FHFA data, because it directly affects the choice you make in who you partner with. HousingWire released their 2025 rankings of the highest producing loan officers by lender. Here's what stands out. NAF, New American Funding, ranked 27th nationally by number of high-producing LOs, 165 loan officers, each averaged $33.55 million in production volume. Why does this matter to you? Because when markets get choppy, the infrastructure behind you matters. Turn times, guidelines, investor relationships, rate lock flexibility. You don't want to explain to a client why their loan fell apart 3 days before closing because your lender couldn't perform. NAF has been through multiple market cycles. The track record is there. In uncertain markets, that track record is a competitive advantage for you. All right, we've covered the data. Now let's talk about what you actually do with it. Strategy 1. Tell the real story to your clients. Stop letting media headlines define what your clients believe. You now have FHFA data showing a market with qualified buyers, record equity, and near historic low distress. Use it. Send an email. Post on LinkedIn. Strategy 2, identify equity-rich homeowners in your database. The average homeowner has $301,000 in equity. Mine your past client list. These are your future move-up buyers, downsizers, cash-out refis. When rates soften, plant the seed now. Strategy 3, target first-time buyers aggressively. 40.6% of new loans went to first-time buyers. They're in the market. They're qualified. The gap is often fear and education, not finances. Create content that speaks directly to that buyer. Strategy 4, build your refi pipeline and track the trigger rate. When rates drop even 50 basis points, millions qualify to refinance. Know what threshold triggers a conversation for each client. When the move comes, prepared lows win, scrambling lows lose deals. Strategy 5, choose partners who perform in all markets. In volatile markets, your lender is part of your brand. Partner with reliability. In this market, reliability is a differentiator. These are your 5 strategies to win right now. I hope this gave you a clearer picture of where the market actually stands, beyond the headlines. The data tells a story of resilience, strong buyers, record equity, low distress. If you want to track where rates are headed week by week, go to mymortgagetracker.com. It's free, it's current, and it gives you the number you need. If this was valuable, subscribe to the channel. We do this every week, so you're always a step ahead. Share this with your real estate partners.